Cortex is the productivity stack. This is the stack you want to take for total mental energy, total mental dominance, total motivation, verbal fluency, focus, and the drive to get work done. Get the Cortex Nootropics stack at livecortex.com. Feel what it feels like to fire on all cylinders.
Welcome everybody to the Cortex Labs Nootropics channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/cortexstacks. Everybody just go there because we post a lot of good nootropics content and biohacking and performance enhancing content there. Check us out on the web at livecortex.com/blog. That is where we post all manner of all these videos, all the podcasts, all the individual posts. We got a lot of content at livecortex.com/blog. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, so we're going to talk about why just the idea, I guess, that folks are unaware of neurotransmitter manipulation, and you can sort of see it in their productivity throughout the day. Like one of the great things that I observe taking nootropics over the years. It's like I'll take a particular compound knowing like I didn't sleep well, or I really want to optimize dopamine functioning or something, or acetylcholine functioning, and I'll be operating at an entirely different level as a result. My brain will be really, truly functioning well. But then I'll look at somebody that I see on the street, in the store, in a coffee shop, or wherever, even in a business like meeting or something, and I'll see just how slow their brain is working. And look, maybe they didn't get enough sleep last night. Maybe they've got some underlying health problem. Maybe there's some stuff I don't know. But in a lot of cases, they just don't know how to manipulate neurotransmitters. They don't know how to increase acetylcholine. They don't know how to increase extracellular dopamine, like using modafinil or something. They don't know how to optimize receptor sites. There's a better signal strength of some of the major excitatory neurotransmitters that we use to function every day. And I do. And so I think it's interesting to look at those folks and look at basically the situation they end up in, which seems like they can't control it. Right? They get into a place where they can't function really well and their brains don't function well. And it's sort of like a learned helplessness. They don't know how. And the funniest thing about it is like when I try to talk to people like, hey, you ever heard about nootropics? Or they're like, oh yeah, what is that? They're like, is there any science behind them? Like they start talking that inherited medical establishment, media establishment, academic establishment jargon down as if that's the rule of law or something, and they just discount it. And I'm like, dude, you're truly, this is your problem here. You've probably got some neurotransmitter degradation, neurotransmitter functionality issues, right? You got some signaling issues, man. And you can fix this with a relatively short dose of a small dose of Noopept and a choline source, right? And you'd be rocking again. Add some chaga mushroom or something, or maybe some Alcar, and you'd be kicking ass. And folks normally just don't want to listen, and folks just kind of have their own way. Oh, I'll drink coffee, I'll talk to my doctor, and whatever, that's fine. But it is interesting to me, and I've seen it through the years. I'm like almost 9.5, 9 years, a couple months. I've lost track. 9 years taking nootropics, and I see it in folks. I rarely run into a situation where I'm not verbally fluent. Even if I didn't sleep well, something's wrong, I know how to manipulate it. Right? And that's why, guys, you got to get our digital guides, because we talk about how to do that, how to resuscitate from sleep deficits, how to turn your brain on anytime you need to. Noopept Pro Stack List, Racetam God Guide, Smarter, Better, Faster. Digital, downloadable for Mac, PC, anything you got, iPhone, iPad. They teach you how to do this stuff. But I know these stacks, and I take these stacks, and so I'm always looking at folks, and I'm just like, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. And whether or not we talk about how nootropics are becoming more pervasive in the regular sector, and folks are starting to become, I can see it more and more because we get so many consulting requests and so much folks buying Cortex and folks like asking questions, folks buying the digital guides, that I see what's happening. We do consulting for people in the business sector. Those folks are taking nootropics. So it's becoming more pervasive, but it absolutely isn't mainstream, and I don't know if we really want it to be. And those folks that haven't started taking them, it's just sort of funny to look at that they're in learned helplessness and they can't make their brains function better when all they might need is, a little bit of alpha GPC or something. So that has been the video. I just want to share that with you, share my thoughts. I think that's totally awesome. It's one of the reasons I'm passionate about brain performance optimization in general, knowing how to, through diet, through nootropics, through meditation, make the brain work better. It's my number one thing that I'm passionate about. Wanted to share it. Hey, coupon code 14 still applies to everything at livecortex.com. $14 off the Cortex stack, our digital guides, and our consulting service. Coupon code 14. That lasts till the 30th, in case I wasn't clear about that, okay? So get it done, livecortex.com. Thanks for watching. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for being with me. Ryan Michael Balla here. Check it out. These 4 are our powerful nootropic products. So start from the top. You're going to want to hear this. Number 1, the Cortex Stack. That is our powerful pre-made stack. This is the stack you want to take if you want to get work done. Let me just be serious with you. I created that stack running a company 18 hours a day to get my brain to have massive verbal fluency, total motivation, right? Total overall mental fluidity, lots of mental energy, lots of drive to work. I mean, entrepreneurs need brain performance. We created that stack for people that really, really need brain performance and ain't messing around. The Cortex Stack, get it at livecortex.com. You will love that stack. Those digital guides, we'll start from the Racetam God Guide. That guide is a digital stack list of some of the most highly effective brain state specific Racetam stacks on the planet. I mean, basically you're getting oxiracetam, piracetam, aniracetam, phenylpiracetam, coliracetam, faciracetam, nephiracetam, pramiracetam stacks, very powerful stacks of all those racetams laid out in that guide. The New Pep Pro stack list is a giant list of sublingual, oral, and nasal new pep stacks. So we've got just myriads of lists of very specific, very surgical new pep stacks that are highly effective, time tested. I mean, you take one of those stacks, your brain turns on, you will thank me. That thing is digital too. These are all digital, downloaded at livecortex.com. And then lastly, Smarter, Better, Faster is a digital guide that teaches anybody that's within the 1 to 2 year range of taking nootropics, how to take nootropics, how to think about taking nootropics, how to use nootropics surgically to really get optimal brain performance, to totally dominate the realm of nootropics. It gives you very many stacks, my favorite stacks, everything from modafinil, caffeine, theanine protocols to aniracetam, microdosing protocols, to uridine, ALA, Alcar, choline stacks, to basically everything else in between. If you want the most powerful stacks on the planet, if you want my personal stacks and my personal philosophy on taking nootropics, get the Smarter, Better, Faster guide. Get all these guides. Get all of this good nootropic stuff at livecortex.com. We make elite level nootropic products for elite level nootropic players. Are you one of them? Let's find out. livecortex.com. Make it happen. Thanks for being with me.